Hi everyone, it's Miss Mayorga again. I'm going to be going over lesson 4 in this video. Lesson 4 is HTML web page. So make sure you have your notebook open to page 12 because that's where we're going to start, 12 through 16, and that you are logged into Code Studio so that we can get started. Pause the video if you need to pause the video, then come back. Okay, so lesson 4. Lesson 4 is going to be going over HTML. Page 12 is going to go over our learning objective and essential questions right here. But basically we're going to be learning or using HTML to structure a web page. Okay, we're going to be putting it all together in lesson 4. Page 13 is just a reminder on how to get to the lesson in case you need to. The link to the sign-in is step 1. Step 2, just screenshot, make sure you click view course, and then you should be able to see lesson 4 on your code account. And now let's take a look at what we're going to do for lesson 4. So lesson 4, HTML web page. You're going to do Code Studio Unit 2, lesson 4, and we're going to complete bubbles 1 through 5. Bubble 5 will be graded. Okay. For this lesson, you're going to follow the instructions that are in your notebook because the instructions on Code Studio are a little bit different. So we're going to follow the instructions in our notebook. Go ahead and open up the lesson if you haven't already. Code Studio, lesson 4, and we're going to start with bubble 1. And according to our notebook, this is just an overview of the lesson. You do not need to do anything here. Okay, cool. So it's just an overview. We can click continue. Now let's figure out what we got to do in bubble 2. Bubble 2, choose 2 activities to complete from A through E. Skip F. So we're going to choose 2 activities to complete. I'm going to review B and D. I'm going to review B and D. So if you want to follow those with me, you can. If you would like to explore some of the others, that's fine too. But I'm going to go ahead and start with B. Go ahead and click on B, debug paragraph tag. Debug paragraph tag. Feel free to pause the video at any point. If you need to catch up with me, feel free to pause it and then come back. But I am on bubble bubble 2, activity D. Sorry, bubble 2, activity B. B and D sound so similar. Bubble 2, activity B. Use paragraph tags. The open and close paragraph tags or paragraph start and end tags are placed around text to indicate that it is part of a paragraph. So this is just a review from the previous lesson. Placing text between paragraph start and end tags lets the computer know that it should be treated differently, often just spacing it out from the text, from other text. Do this. Fix the code so that none of the tags turn pink. So again, when your code is pink, that's telling you that there's an error in your code. So let's check out what is wrong with this tag. So again, this is a review of our previous lessons. Go ahead and take a second to examine what is wrong with this code. What needs to be changed? Why is it pink? Okay, I hope your response was that there should not be a backslash. In the opening tag, there should not be a backslash. However, the closing tag, line 7, there should be a backslash. So we're going to go ahead and add a backslash there. And that means we need to change line 8 and line 10 as well. So the first opening tag before the sentence, no backslash. The tag after the sentence, there should be a backslash. Here's another sentence. The tag before it should not have a backslash. The tag after it should have a backslash. So remember, the tags tell the computer, hey, we're going to start to do this. Hey, we're going to start a paragraph. Okay, here's my paragraph. And then we have to tell the computer, hey, stop the paragraph here with the backslash. And then we tell the computer, hey, I'm going to make another paragraph. So we have to put the paragraph tag. Then type your paragraph. And we have to tell the computer again, hey, stop the paragraph here. So that's essentially what we're doing in our code. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this bubble. And now let's read our instructions. Let's read our instructions. Bubble 3. Complete both activities. Oh, wait. Oh, we need to do 2 activities in bubble 2. I'm sorry. I need to go back to bubble 2. Yep, we're here. Okay, bubble 2. We did B. Now we're going to do D. Okay, so go ahead and click on D. Sorry about that. It's Friday. My brain is very tired. So now we're doing the second activity. D. Debug headings. There are a few issues with this page's headings. Can you fix them? Do this. Fix all the pink errors. Adjust the heading tags to be the appropriate size if necessary. Let's check it out. I'm going to collapse my instructions. Just going to click right here. That way I have more space. So let's see. Our first line that has pink code is line 6. Line 6. Go ahead and take a look at that. Why is it pink? Why is it pink? And I hope you said it's because the numbers are different in the heading. Remember, when you use heading tags, H1, H2, H3, 4, 5, 6, you have to have the same opening and the same closing tag. Right now we open with 1 and then we close with 3. So there's an inconsistency there. Since this is the main title of the web page, we want this to be H1. So that closing tag should be H1. Okay. Line 8. Line 8. We have the same issue. H3 for opening, H1 for closing. Now, we probably don't want this to be as big as the title, so it should be smaller than H1. That's going to be H3. Let's change the closing tag to be H3. And same thing in line 10. We have opening H1, closing H3. I'm going to change that H1 to an H3. Now it's consistent, right? Now all the titles look the same size. And you fix the errors in this page. Go ahead and click finish when you're ready to continue. Now we're going to go on to bubble 3. Bubble 3. Finish. Let's look at our instructions. Bubble 3. Bubble 3, complete both activities. Start with activity A, then move on to activity B. So we're going to complete activity A and then B. Check out these new tags that will let you add lists to your web page. All right, let's see how to add lists. Create a bulleted list, a bullet point list. Look at how the given code creates an unordered list. Then create your own list of desserts. Do this. Look at how the UL and LI tags are used to create an unordered list. Use the UL and LI tags to create your own list. So let's go ahead and examine our code here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Here we go. On the web page, we notice that we have the title, breakfast foods. That's this part of the code. And then we have a list, cereal, eggs, waffles. And that is this portion of the code, lines 8 through 12. So we're going to use the same structure to create a list of desserts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the end of my desserts line. I'm going to click enter 2 times just to have some space so it's organized and it's clear to read. I'm just going to copy that same structure. I need to tell the computer, hey, we're going to create an unordered list. We're going to create a bullet point list. Right, so I've told the computer, hey, we need to start this. I'm going to hit enter again and enter one more time. And I'm going to put my closing tag now so that I don't forget that closing tag. All right, so that's telling the computer, hey, start the list, stop the list. Now I have to tell the computer what goes inside the list. So I'm going to go in between. And this is where you use the LI tags, the list item tags, right? The items on the list. So LI tag, one LI tag for each item on the list. So LI, open LI, pick a dessert. I'm going to go with cheesecake. And don't forget to close the LI tag with a backslash LI. Great, we've got one item on our list. We need to add 2 more items on the list. So go ahead and think of 2 more dessert items and add them to your list. Pause the video if you need to, and then come back. I'm adding ice cream. And What's another dessert? Some arroz con leche. Okay. So I have added my 3 items to my list. Remember, you have to tell the computer, hey, we're going to make a bullet point list, an unordered list. That's what the UL stands for. UL, unordered list. Bullet point lists mean there doesn't need to be a specific order. So that's why it's called unordered. And we're done here. As long as your page looks like this, you're good. You might have different desserts. That's fine. But as long as you see the list, you're good. Let's go ahead and finish. And now we're going to do activity B, and we're going to create ordered lists, meaning that they have numbers. Let's check it out. Ordered lists. Let me close this. An ordered list is like an unordered list, but it has numbers. Just use the OL for ordered list, right? OL, OL. Just use the OL tag instead of the UL tag. Do this. Use the OL and LI tags to structure this content into an ordered list. Let's check it out. Top 5 reasons a turtle is the best bet. And we have 5 reasons listed here, but there are no tags, so the computer is just putting them all together in the previous screen. It's our job to put the tags. Again, we need to tell the computer what kind of list are we making. In this case, we're making an OL, or ordered list. So I have to tell the computer, hey, we're going to make an ordered list. Bam. Okay, now the computer knows I'm making an ordered list. For each item, I need to tell the computer, hey, this is an item on the list. So I need to add the LI tag. Okay, here's item number 1. Item number 2. Now the reason it's not showing up and it's pink is because I haven't closed this OL tag. So if that bugs you, what you can do is you can go to the end of the list and just make sure you close that OL tag. Because after you're done with the final item on the list, you have to tell the computer, hey, stop making this list. So once you do that, the computer will fix itself and you'll start seeing the list items appear on the web page. Let's go ahead and continue. I'm just going to add LI to each item. There we go. And last item. Oops. There we go. And now our list is created. I want you to notice something. In each of these, I did not have to type the number. I didn't type 1, right? I didn't go in there and have to type 2. That defeats the purpose, right? So I didn't have to type into the computer did that automatically because I told the computer in line 7, I told the computer, hey, we're going to make a numbered list. So the computer knew now that I use the LI tags, we have to put a number. So the computer does it automatically. And we're done with bubble 3. Let's go ahead and click finish. So that's how you create a bullet point list and an ordered list. For bubble 4 and 5, we're going to follow the instructions on page 15. However, my video is coming to an end because I have 15-minute limits. So I'm going to pick up on bubble 4 in part 2 of this video. Okay, everybody, I will see you shortly in part 2 of this video.